Now I will show some demo. This is called infinite sheet. Just assume this is one sheet. This is a finite. Actually, I am just assume this is one infinite sheet. This kept in xy plane. This will be I am going to keep in xy plane. This I am going to keep it in xy plane. In that xy plane, so current is moving this side. This is called y directions. This is called x directions plus this is called x. This is called minus x plus y minus y. We kept it xy planes. We can call this xy plane. We kept it. This is called y directions plus y minus y plus x minus x plus z minus z. Okay, I understand. Again telling this is called plus y. This point is this point plus y minus y plus x minus x plus z. This point plus z and then minus z. Okay, we have kept our infinite sheet in xy planes. Plus x minus x plus y minus y. Okay, we are not keep it z. Z is equal to 0 here. Okay, now we are allow the current in y direction. We are going to allow the current in y directions. Current is moving this side. Okay, so surface current mean K, line current mean I. Line current mean we can call it I. Surface current mean K. Volume current mean J. Okay, ideal line current, surface current KDS, and then volume current JDV. We are going to allow the current this side. So now KY into AY. Now we have to find out the magnetic field intensity in the ambient path. This is called ambient path. We can call this here. This is called ambient path. We can call this is called ambient path. This is called ambient path. We can call this a closed path, closed surface. In Gauss law, we can call this a Gaussian surface. Here ambient law means ambient surface, ambient path. Okay, the path having closed lines, closed surface. Here, this ambient path will be located in above the surface like this. This above and then below. So above the surface and below the surface. So we can call this a below minus z directions, and then we can call this a above z directions. Above the z direction, we can call this above the point and then below the points. We can call this above the point and then below the points. We can put it, first half will be above, second half will be below. So the dimension of this one, this is called as A. We can call this a dimension, we can call this A. This dimension we can call this a B. This dimension we can call this a B. So we are going to keep it one ambient path in the xy plane. The path should be above the line and then below the lines, because current is moving, the field component like this. Yes or no? Ambient path means the magnetic field intensity will be moving around the sheet. Okay, around the sheet. Surely that magnetic field intensity will come and then again go, again come. Yes or no? This is for infinite sheet. So what happened now? Current is moving. This is called current. Current is moving. Magnetic field intensity like this. So current is moving. The what happened now? The magnetic field intensity will be like this. Here this point, the current will be moving down. Again go there. Again go inside. Again go there. Again go there. Again down. Again come. Again go there. Like that will be there. So that will be come. Actually what happened now? We are going to take. This is exactly you can take. Current is moving. Magnetic field like this. Okay, magnetic field like this. Okay, very simple. So we can take current is moving this side. So magnetic will be like this. So H will be like this. The magnetic field intensity H will be like this. So like that we are going to take the ambient path. We are going to take the ambient path in the above the surface and then below the surface line. So according to this thumb rule, current is moving like this. The magnetic field will be like this. The magnetic field will be above the half of the surface. The sheet will be there. and the bottom will be there, and the bottom will be there. Now we have to find out the magnetic intensity of the ambient path. The current is flowing through this ambient path. You have to find out the H. So determine the H. Okay, in the infinite sheet, the current is flowing to the ambient path. Okay, in the closed surface, we have to find out the magnetic intensity H. We have to find out the magnetic intensity H. Now, what is the first step? First we will go for what is to determine H. Okay, by using Ampere circuit law. Using Ampere circuit law, closed loop integral H dot dl into I enclosed. Okay, this is our first step. Now, what is the current? Current is moving this side. Okay, current is moving this side. Now, this is called Ampere path. We can give the path number 1, 2, 3, 4. Path 1, path 2, because this point no. So, above 1, 2, 3, 4. So, like that will be there, rotating. Okay, we can call this current is moving, the magnetic field like this. Okay, so we can go for path number 1, path number 2, path number 3, path number 4. So we can call the moving the magnetic field component will be moving like this. The magnetic intensity moving like this. This will be moving like this, moving above the sheet and then below the sheet, above the sheet and below the sheet. Okay, so it's a form a rectangular path. It's a form a rectangular path above the sheet and below the sheet, above the sheet and below the sheet. So we are giving the node point number 1, position 2, 3 under path. This will be component vector will be moving these directions. So dimension will be A, dimension will be B. Normally here we can take, generally we can go for the amount of current Ky equal to, so amount of current is moving perpendicular to the B. The general phenomena for this one, so the current is moving the surface along y direction will be equal to the amount of current will be perpendicular to the B. I told this is current is moving, Ky mean current is moving this side will be perpendicular to B. B is perpendicular to the I is perpendicular to the B. So we can write it. So the amount of current density in the surface along y direction will be equal to the current will be perpendicular to the B. So this is a basic we can represent of this one. So we can write I is equal to KYB. KYB. This is called I is equal to KYB. This you have to substitute here. This you have to substitute. This we have to substitute. So what is the Ky is equal to the amount of current density in y direction. The current will be perpendicular to the B. This is perpendicular to the B because the length of the current, the magnetic field intensity, the current will be length will be B. So I divided by B. So this will be perpendicular to the B. So we can write I is equal to KYB. So another phenomena we can take, another things how can determine. So in different terminology, different assumption, we can get this value I is equal to KYB. Normally I am going to use one more technique. What's the technique I am going to use? Normally what is the basic things we can go for ideal equal to KDS. We are not go for volume. We are not going for any volume. We are not going any volume, only for surface. So what's a K? K mean here K is a surface current density, Ky into Ay. Ky into Ay dot ds. This is our surface of the, okay, this is our surface. This is ambient surface in the infinite sheet. Because this is infinite sheet, we are going to calculate the amount of magnetic field intensity in this path only. We are not going this one or this one. You can take, no problem. You can take here or here or here, your wish. But I am going to take this path only. I am going to take this path only. This path only I am going to calculate. This path only I am going to calculate. So I am going to take this only. In this one, this ambient surface, DSE surface, this surface will be there. We can dx surface and then d. Normally surface mean ds mean we can call this here. Normally we can call this here dx, dy, dz. ds mean dx, dy, dz. People call this here ds mean dx into ax plus dy into ay plus dz into az plus dz into az will come. Now what is meant by dx? Here the dx, the magnetic field intensity, the surface, the magnetic field around the sheet above the line and the below the line. Below means z component will come and this component will come. X component and z component will come. So this sheet, this is called, this sheet, no, this line mean this line, this means dx component. Okay, this component means z component. This height will come vertically. You can imagine vertically. You can think vertically. This will be dz component. This is called dz. This also dz. This is called dx. This is called dx. Okay. This is called dx plus. This is called minus bottom minus dx. We can call this a dz above. This is called minus dz. You can think. Now here again telling. We can keep our this ambient path kept in vertical to the surface vertically. This point plus z minus z plus x minus x. So this angle means dx bottom down minus dx. This will be about dz because field component like this, no, and then minus dz. Now what will do here? Here I am going to use k ds. ds means surface. The surface will be there. Field component will be moving. That the current is moving. That's a y directions. You take for y direction, we can take ay because already that moving differential element will be moving y direction. Ay into we can call this a remaining thing dx and then we can call this a dz. Dx and dz. So ideal equal to dz, dx and ideal equal to ky, ay into ay dx dz. So this will be 1. This will be 1. So we can call this a ky dx dz ideal. So we can call I is equal to ky dx dz by dl. dl mean we can call this a dz because in the previous one the line current we kept in only z directions. So dz, so this dz, this will be dz will be cancelled. So finally we get I is equal to ky into dx. What's a dx? This dx mean this width of this one. This is height. Height mean a, width mean b. So dx value is b. So finally we'll get what happen now? So finally we'll get I is equal to ky b. So finally we got. So this is another techniques. But simply you can say the current is moving y directions. The current is moving y directions. The current is surface current moving in y direction. That current will be perpendicular to the b. Simply we can conclude. Okay, but if you go to in depth, we can know this process. But no need directly straight you can write it. How did you get this one? The surface current is moving y directions, ky. That current will be perpendicular to the b. That current will be perpendicular to the b because y b mean here y is there, b mean here is x direction will coming Z direction will be 0 because Z direction is constant here 0. So that ultimately I divided by B. This will be perpendicular to the B. So X direction will be there, so Y direction will be there. B mean X direction dx. So current is moving in the perpendicular to the B directions, not Z directions. So X will be there, Y direction will be there. Z direction Z equal to zeros. So far we got it only for I enclosed. So far we got only for I enclosed. I enclosed equal to I is equal to KYB have to substitute. KYB have to substitute. Now we have to go for this one. Now we have to work out for this one. Now we have to work out for the closed loop integral of h dot dl. We have to work out. We have to work out because we have how we are going to take this one. We have to take for this ambient path. We have to take for this ambient path. We have to take for this ambient path. So far we thought about only I enclosed. Here integral of h dot dl equal to I enclosed. This enclosed is equal to KYB. Okay, this value is equal to this one KYB. It's I. Okay, the current is moving y direction, surface current density y direction. This current is will be perpendicular to the B dimension, width of the path B. Now we have to go for this value to find out this closed loop integral. So we are going to take now this path. Now I am going to take path here will be there. So path number from 1 to 2 plus path number 2 to 3 plus path number 3 to 4 plus path number 4 to 1. We have to take for this 4 path because this infinite sheet, this path only our magnetic field intensity revolving, the current is passing. We have to calculate how much of current enclosed in this path, in the amount of current is moving in this path. We have to calculate what is the amount of the magnetic intensity in this ambient path. Now from the 1 to 2, we can call this here. This is called H. We can take H. Okay, we can call it H. H means magnetic field intensity. That will be moving down. I told already. Here will be there. This is sheet, infinite sheet. That sheet will be moving down. Sheet will be. This is down is minus Z. This is above Z. We kept our sheet in XY plane. So that magnetic field intensity revolving around the connector, because I told that according to the right hand thumb rule, the current is moving, the magnetic field will be like this. So magnetic field going there, above Z, again down, minus Z, again go there, plus Z. So what happened now? H, the magnetic field intensity, so going down, okay, going down, just you can imagine, that will be moving down. So H is Z. What's the dimension of this one? This is A. So going down mean we can call this a minus A. Next we will go for this will be there. Path number 2 to 3. So what is that? Here also will be there. We can move it. What's this one? This path will be the width of this one. We can call this here minus Hx direction. This will be, we can call this Hx directions. What's the width of this one? We can call this here minus B. Now we'll go to the path number 3 to 4. We can go to the path number 3 to 4. Again move upward. Okay, we again have to move upward. H, magnetic intensity moving upward. Hz. Okay, moving upward. Hz. What is the dimension of this one? We can call this A plus A, because moving upward above the sheet. Okay, I already told we kept our sheet in XY plane. So moving upward. So plus A Again go to 4 to 1. We'll go to 4 to 1. So above the line, above the sheet will be coming, the field component will be coming. So we'll take this again x direction only. So magnetic intensity H, x direction only, x dimension B. Dimension B. So like that we can find out, we can assign the magnetic intensity in the ambient path. Again just I am telling here, we can take the 4 path 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 4 to 1. Here, sorry, 4 to 1. Now here going to take 1 to 2, the magnetic intensity moving down in z directions. So H is Z. So moving down mean we can call as a minus A plus 2 to 3 plus 2 to 3. So we can take the down only. So moving this side x direction. This is called x direction. So this also x directions. So minus only minus hx into minus b plus we can take hz again moving upward, again from just you can put it on whole upward hz moving direction dimension A plus here we can 4 to 1 again x direction into B. So this is called closed loop of the ambient path magnetic intensity, the line conductors. So now we are going to find out the magnetic intensity from the closed path. What will here? So now here we will go for, I already told Z component will be cancelled. This Z component, Hz component, this Hz component will be cancelled because we have kept our sheet in xy plane. Z is equal to 0. This card Z component is cancelled. But I will tell you, okay, I will tell you how it will be cancelled. Now I will simplify, I will tell you how it will be cancelled. Now we have to simplify. So Hxb, we can take 2Hxb. So we will take 2Hsb. So we will got the 2Hsb because this H component will be cancelled. Why it's cancelled mean we have kept our sheet in xy plane. Z is equal to 0. So this component will be cancelled. Only x component will be available. So minus and minus plus here 2Hsb. So finally we will got this ones. So what did you get it? So substitute in the Ampere circuit law, 2Hsb equal to KYB. So B will be cancelled. H is equal to KY by 2. This is called magnitude. Hs is equal to Ky by 2. Magnetic intensity. Okay, this is magnitude of the infinite sheet current. Okay. Now I told how it will be cancelled. I will tell you how it will be cancelled. I will draw one more graphical representation diagram. You will get the idea. So because I told this infinite sheet, this surface current density Ky will be moving to the ambient path. It's moving to the ambient path. You have to calculate the H. Now this is called many current elements. Many current element will be moving. This is called current element 1, current element 2, current element 3. So because this is, I told now this is many current elements. This is not single current element because this having filled by currents. We are going to give current, all the current is moving to this path. So the many current element moving to this one. All the current element there is having magnetic intensities. Many current, all each and every current element there is a magnetic intensity. We take any conducting, this a conductor, the magnetic intensity will be there like this. Current is moving. I told according to this thumb we have to use it. So I told here this is a thumb, Okay, this is a thumb here. Okay, this thumb mean I. Again telling this thumb will be there. So magnetic field will be like this. So according to right hand thumb rule, the magnetic field intensity H will be like this. It will be revolving around the conductors. The magnetic field will be like this. So each and every elements there is a magnetic intensity H will be like this moving. Like this moving. So from this one, I am going to take for it. Now I am going to take for this one. Now I am going to take this position 1. This is called position number 2. This is called, we can take position 1. This is called position 2. So I am going to take position 1, position 2. So you take position 1. This is called plus will be there. So position 2. So this is called path. I told here this direction mean Hx, bottom mean minus Hx. This moving like this. Like this will be moving. So this direction mean x direction, x down. I told now the sheet down will be there minus Hx. Again go for up mean this is called plus Hz minus Hz. So like that will be there. This will be again Hx. This will be minus Hx. This will be Hz. This will be minus Hz. Okay, down. So this near field component, you can take this near field component. You will take for this is a near field component. This near field component. That's a equal amplitude opposite phase. This nearby component, because this is a one field component, electric field component, another current component number 1, component number 2. Each current there is having a magnetic field intensity. This both will be very near, equal magnitude, opposite phase. Equal magnitude, opposite phase. We can call this a Hz equal to minus Hz, equal amplitude but opposite phase. So it will be cancelled. That's why I cancelled these elements. This loop so from that so far you understand that if you take the infinite sheet, we are going to allow the current in y directions. In the current is moving to the ambient path. The ambient path you have to calculate the how much of magnetic field intensity filled in the path. So we can take Hx is equal to ky by 2. Hx is equal to ky by 2. Normally this Hx we can call this here because the magnetic field intensity, okay, this current is y directions, z direction will be 0, x direction Hx will be there, Hx is equal to k by 2. Now I am going to give the conclusions. So far I thought the magnetic field intensity of the ambient path, the infinite sheet, Hx is equal to ky by 2. This is a magnitude. This is called, we can call this a magnitude. This is called magnitude. In terms of scalar, so this is called magnitude. In terms of vector form, so we can call this vector form. So we can take two conditions. So we can take 1 by 2. We can write 1 by 2 into ky into ax component. X vector, condition z greater than 0, because here kept it our path will be above the magnetic field component, above and then below. I get 1 by 2 ky x component into z less than zeros. This is for magnetic field intensity of the infinite sheet of the currents. So simply we can say, so we can take H is equal to, we can take 1 by 2 ky into ax z greater than 0, 1 by 2 into ky into ax z less than zeros. So normally this will be take that magnetic field intensity in the infinite sheet of current, and also we can say this, because why I am telling here, because why I am given two conditions, z greater than 0, z less than 0. If we give over there, already told infinite sheet in xy plane, only xy plane is given xy plane, the unit vector will be x directions, the magnetic current is moving y direction, z is equal to 0 component. So because xy plane means that the current is moving y direction, the field component will be moving magnetic field intensity going z plus z, and then down below the sheet, and then minus z. So less than z down, greater than z above. So we got the 1 by 2 of ky into ax, z greater than 0, 1 by 2 ky of ax, z less than zeros. Thank you so much.